Don't miss the tea. Subscribe now.
Girl, grab your wine and sit down. Do not get comfortable because you are going to want to throw something by the time I'm done. I literally feel like I am losing my mind. You know how much I love him, right? We've been together for 6 months, and honestly, mostly it's been a dream. But this situation with his so-called best friend, it is eating me alive. I need you to tell me if I'm being a psycho, insecure girlfriend, or if this is actually as shady as it feels, because I literally cannot trust my own brain anymore. So, let's rewind. You remember when we first started talking? I told you about how he had this ex-best friend that he cut off. He cut her off. This wasn't me. This wasn't some jealous girlfriend decree. This was before I was even in the picture. He told me she was completely incapable of being there for him. Like when he was going through his heavy depression phases. Dark times, girl. She was nowhere to be found, she just didn't care. She lacked the ability to listen or support him. So he made the executive decision like a mature adult to remove that toxicity from his life. I remember thinking to myself, wow, a man with boundaries, we love to see it. Joke S on me. We are literally 1 month, one single month into our relationship. We are in the honeymoon phase, everything is bliss, birds are singing. And then she slides back in. She sends him this massive, weeping paragraph, you know the type. I'm so sorry. I realized I was a bad friend. I miss our friendship so much. I promise I'll do better. The whole manipulation manifesto. He comes to me, bless his heart, and asks for my opinion. He asks, what do you think I should do? Now, looking back, I should have just said, block her, delete the number, burn the phone. But no, I tried to be the cool girl. I tried to be reasonable. I looked him dead in the eye and said, listen, I don't see the need to bring someone back into your life if you already made the executive decision to cut them out. Usually, ex-friends are ex-friends for a reason. But I know she was important to you. So I will support whatever decision you make, even if I have a few hesitations. I gave him the green light with a yellow flag, basically, and he took it. He completely understood my hesitation, told me to talk to him if I ever felt uncomfortable, and welcomed her back. Girl, the floodgates opened. We've had so many conversations about this since then. I started digging a little deeper, just asking questions about their history. And guess what drops? She used to have a massive crush on him back in high school. Of course she did. And not only that, he starts telling me about how multiple guys had crushes on her because she's, and I quote, conventionally attractive. Excuse me, why are you telling me your best friend, who used to be in love with you, is conventionally attractive? Who says that? It made me feel so gross. I told him immediately, hey, that's weird. It's weird to be besties with someone who wanted to date you, especially when you're telling me how hot everyone thinks she is. He went into full reassurance mode. I was never attracted to her. I don't want to lose you. You're the one I want. And I tried to believe him. She apparently has a partner right now, so I'm supposed to pretend that makes it all okay. But does it? Does it really? Then came the travel plans. The audacity of this girl. She lives in a different city now, right? She starts hinting that she wants to come visit him. She wants to see his new house, our space. He shut that down, thank God, because he knew it would make me uncomfortable. But then she pivots. She suggests that just the two of them, take a little trip. Like rent an Airbnb in a city and explore together. I almost choked when he told me. I was like, in what world is that not inappropriate? You, me, and her. Maybe. You and her alone in an Airbnb? Absolutely not. He knows he wants to see her. He's made it very clear he wants to rekindle in person. It makes my skin crawl. But here is the thing that is currently sending me over the edge. It sounds so stupid when I say it out loud, but it's the principle, okay? It's the graffiti. Yes, graffiti. So recently, my boyfriend has developed this obsession with a specific cartoon character. He's been seeing graffiti of it all over our city. He thinks it's cool, he wants to draw his own versions, whatever. Artsy stuff. I didn't think anything of it until I realized this character, it happens to be her favorite character. Suddenly it clicked. He isn't just taking pictures of cool street art, he is taking pictures for her. Every time we are out walking, having a romantic date, holding hands, he stops. He pulls out his phone. He'll say something like, oh, let me send this to her, or she's gonna love this one. I'm standing there, right next to him, and he's mentally with her. Every other day he's sending her photos. He's talking about drawing this character to give to friends, but we all know which friend he means. It's like their little inside joke, their little bond, plastered all over the city walls. I can't escape it. Last night I couldn't hide it anymore. I was acting distant. I just shut down. He noticed, obviously, and asked what was wrong. I confessed. I told him, look, I'm feeling really uncomfortable with this recent obsession with the character and the graffiti. It feels like you're constantly thinking about her when we're together. But then, and this is where I messed up, I tried to be woke about it, I said, but I kept it to myself because I know this is an issue and insecurity I need to internalize and deal with myself. I don't want to be toxic. You know what he did? He didn't hug me. He didn't reassure me. He got quiet. Then he sighed, this heavy, frustrated sigh, and looked at me like I was the villain. He said, You talk a lot about projection and how you won't deal with insecurities from a partner, but it's starting to feel unfair between us. Because somehow I can't talk much about my friend that I care and have cared a lot about. Unfair? Unfair. He basically threw my own logic back in my face. He asked me, point blank, do you want to be with me? I panicked. I said, yes, of course. And he says, so what should we do about this? I felt so cornered. I felt like if I said, cut her off, I'm the crazy, controlling girlfriend. But if I said, keep doing what you're doing, I'm going to be miserable. So I stalled. I told him, can this conversation wait until I'm able to meet with a professional therapist? I literally need to pay a professional to tell me if I'm crazy before I can finish a conversation with my own boyfriend. That is where we are at. He agreed, and we just went on with our night like there wasn't this massive elephant in the room. But here is the reality, and this is the tea I haven't even fully processed yet. Our initial resolution, the agreement we made when he first brought her back, it was, you can keep her as a friend, but I want to hear nothing of her. That was the boundary. Ignorance is bliss. That rule has been obliterated, shattered. After the conversation about her visiting and the airbnb and now this stupid graffiti she has mentioned countless times. It's not just once in a while, it's constant. And I can't stop myself when we're sitting on the couch. I see his screen. I see him texting her every single day. I see her name pop up on his phone every time I'm around him. It's like she's a third person in our relationship. I feel this pit in my stomach, like a physical weight, every time her name comes up. And I don't know what it is anymore. Is it me? Am I just deeply, pathologically insecure because she's conventionally attractive and has history with him? Am I projecting my fears onto an innocent friendship? Or, and this is what scares me, do I actually just need to set hard boundaries? Is my gut trying to tell me that this is inappropriate? Because it feels inappropriate. It feels like emotional cheating almost. He's sharing his day, his art, his thoughts with her constantly. He's fighting for the right to prioritize her feelings over my comfort. I hate the idea of being the girl who says, it's her or me. I hate the idea of telling him to cut her off again, especially after he made such a big deal about how much he cares about her. But I don't know how else to get rid of this feeling. I feel like I'm drowning in their friendship. Tell me honestly. Does this sound like a guy who is just happy to have his friend back, or does this sound like a guy who is keeping a backup option warm? Because the way he got so defensive. Unfair. That word is ringing in my ears. It feels unfair to me that I have to compete with a memory of a high school crush every time we walk past a spray-painted wall. I don't know if I can do this, but I love him. What do I do? Am I losing it?